Hello and welcome to this screencast. In this screencast, I'm gonna show you how to write the Turbo native demo using the Micronaut framework. What is Turbo? Turbo is the heart of Hotwire, which is this alternative approach for building modern web applications without using much JavaScript and sending HTML instead of JSON over the wire. So Hotwire stands for HTML over the wire. And what's Turbo Native? The idea behind Turbo Native is how to integrate Turbo with native hybrid applications, both for iOS and Android. I'm gonna show you first of all that Hotwire has a GitHub organization named Hotwired, and inside that organization they have a Turbo Native demo application which is in the repository Turbo Native Demo. What we have done is we have ported this application, which here is written with Node. We have ported to Java, Groovy, Kotlin, and both with Maven and Gradle. And we have written a guide which shows you how to run the application and point the both iOS and Android demo applications and work against this Micronaut backend. Today I'm gonna show you the Kotlin application. So if I click here in the Kotlin Gradle guide, I can download the application. I have already done that. So I have the app here. The app is an exact port of the Turbo Native demo application, but written in this case with Kotlin. And it has things, for example, such as a controller which sleeps for 3 seconds to show you how Turbo behaves in case there is like a slow request, and we are, like, for example, applying Turbo to directly from a CDN, and this application, for example, is using Thymeleaf as a view rendering engine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the app, and then I'm gonna the Micronaut application is gonna start import 8080, and I'm gonna show you how to run the iOS demo application and use the Micronaut application as the backend. In order to do that, there is one repo called Hotwired Turbo iOS, and inside that repo there is a folder called demo. So what I have done is I have cloned that repo to my computer. I have it here, and I'm gonna open that folder, and I'm gonna open the demo.xc workspace. And when you open the workspace, you're gonna see that there is a file called demo.swift, and in that file you can change the URL to essentially use the remote URL or a local URL. I'm gonna change this to use a local URL, and I'm gonna update the port. So instead of running in this port, I'm gonna run in port 8080. And just with this change, I can just run the application against my simulator. I have here an iPhone 13 simulator, so I'm gonna run it. And this is gonna run the application against the Micronaut application. And let me, for example, so this is the Turbo Native application running in my simulator. I can, for example, hit the controller that shows a modal page. I can hit the controller that shows how it behaves when you follow a redirect. Let me show you the redirection controller. So I'm gonna open here the follow controller, and you see this is doing like a temporary redirect, and Turbo Native will follow automatically the redirection. You can, for example, hit the page that was slow. The first time is gonna be slow, but Turbo Native is gonna cache the page, and you have the option the next time you visit the page is gonna load instantly, and Turbo is gonna try to request the page on the background and refresh it when the download completes. So Turbo Native is gonna take care of all of that, and you are not constrained or having all your screen being Turbo Native screens. You can also have screens that are native iOS screens. For example, this screen that renders a table view. So you can mix and match your pure native screens with your Turbo Native screens, and that way you can concentrate your resources on working on the screens that need a high fidelity, the screens that really need to be built native, and reduce as much possible from the backend as you can for the rest of the screens of your application. And hopefully this shows you that Micronaut is a perfect fit for building backends for Turbo native applications. Whether you want to use Kotlin, Java, or Groovy for your backends, Micronaut is there to help you. We hope you enjoy this screencast. I recommend you to check the TurboNativeiOS documentation, check the Turbo documentation as well, and don't forget to visit the guides.micronaut.io and check the Turbo Native demo with iOS and Android, and a Micronaut backend guide, which will guide you step by step to do exactly what I just showed you in this screencast. Thanks for watching.